is new again, walking with a permagrin, head so high. I'm back with you and all is right. Shaking on the apple tree, ticking off the honeybees, watch them fly. It's just like we never said goodbye.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's NihonTiger. Welcome back to NeoCraft server. I am on with Eskimo Joe. Haven't seen Joe on in a while, but it is good to see him back. He's probably working on his ice castle, which is over yonder. Perhaps we'll go visit it at some point, but we have some stuff that we want to show off from last time. Obviously, Snowman's still up there. We gotta get rid of him. Maybe we'll do it today. But here's kind of the catch basin I made for the fountain. And we got a waterfall from the fountain. So it kind of comes down here. Kind of spills out nice. I don't know if I like the pattern on this quite so much, but it does fall into this nice little stream. Here's temporary bridge I've set up. I may have to talk with some people about some design ideas for that. But gets down to water, and the waterfall goes all the way down to the river now. So yes, that is the plan. That was the plan all along. I may want to make some more water falling action actually down there. I think I might want to, let me see here actually while I'm talking. I will jump down. Oh, so I have feather falling boots. Feather falling 2 boots. That's why I have those, because occasionally I miss my jumps. But regardless of all that, I figured today would be a good time to actually do some more work. Perhaps what I'm going to consider doing is, let's see if I can put this down here. Will that help at all? Not really. But what I was thinking about doing today, was I originally was going to put the road in up there that I was walking on, but I went ahead and did that already. So that kind of got thrown out the window because all I was doing was placing blocks for 30 minutes. So that was not a whole heck of a lot interesting going on there. But I figured maybe we could kind of figure out how we're going to do the underside as well. Oh, and I should mention I also have a gift. Let's go back inside NeoCraft real quick. Let me take a look at this first, and then we'll go back inside NeoCraft and take a look at our little gift we've gotten. So first off, let me make sure. I think the waterfall is going to look alright. Yeah, so maybe we'll work on the bridge here. I think that might be a good first step. Just work on the bridge. Work on some designs for the bridge. We'll make this a short episode. We'll do some talky, and we'll make this quick. Make this easy. Oh, so a couple of things. First and foremost, the path is still down here. Fuchs actually came by and blocked it up last time, not Wooly. So thank you, Fuchs, for doing that. I appreciate it. Appreciate it a lot. And we have a gift. We've been given a gift by somebody. So therefore we should go and take a look at it, because that is what we do. Let's come on over here. Oh, Joe's left the game, so I'm all by myself. Ah, that's sad. But we have a gift. Glowstone from the West, financed by Lord Bowser. Purchased in Tiefstadt, brought by Emissary Chaos. So that can only mean, as I adjust my mic right here, a little too high up. That can only mean that this is from Zero Das, who has visited us, brought us some glowstone. Thank you very much, Zero. The Emissary Chaos bit is because of the fact that his skin is Professor Chaos from South Park. So that is where I believe that comes from. Should I go Acacia Wood? No. Acacia Wood, no. Maybe we can do something with the oak. But actually, we're not working on the path so much. We're working on the bridge. You know what? I want to do something. I will do something with that oak for the bridge. We'll do that. I can put all these tools away. But I thought maybe we could talk today about statistics and numbers and YouTube and how all that comes together a little bit. I don't know. But you probably saw the title. It was Numbers Sometimes Lie. And this is actually somewhat true. This is, in fact, it's pretty true a lot of the time. Especially on... Oh, need some more food, probably. Definitely need, not that, I definitely need some more iron so I can make a pick. Do I have an extra pick that's lying around here? I have a stone pick, I'll just use that. And I have some extra axes too. I don't know why I made another axe. Dang it. Making things I don't need to make. But I thought maybe we could talk about statistics and numbers and things of that nature. And what sparked all this was I've been getting some comments lately on some older videos, and I get, comments from people who kind of find my videos from like last year or before that, and they say, wow, this series is great. Thank you for, for making all these videos. And then I take a look at what videos they're commenting on, and it's like the second or third one from the end. And, I appreciate those comments. I love those comments, but at the same time, I see comments too on other people's channels asking about other things. They may not be, so kind on some topics of discussion. In particular, I'm on fire, but in particular, people seem to get really upset when series get canceled. I mean, when a series stops and something, for example, like a Kerbal Space Program stops, somebody does a lot of people used to do KSB series, and now really only Scott Manley seemed to do it. But the game did just hit version 1.0, so perhaps that will change. Perhaps even that will change for myself. I don't know. What am I gonna do? Put this down here. But people tend to get really defensive and really upset when a series gets canceled, especially if it gets canceled out of the blue, and they're like, why did you cancel this? I was really enjoying this series. I was really liking watching this. And the truth behind why those series get canceled is pretty simple. And this is me basing this on my experience and my limited experience with canceling series and pulling the plug on stuff I've been working on. I don't do it very often. I don't like doing it, I guess you could say. So I'm averse to canceling anything that I do. And in particular, I really don't like canceling something when I'm more than like 2 or 3 episodes into it. I have done it before. When I was the Nuclear Throne, I think I pulled the plug on that at some point because I just wasn't getting. How am I doing this? Okay, I just wasn't getting enough interest in the series to keep doing more. And I really like Nuclear Throne, but I realized that very quickly I was wasting my time with the game. As much as I loved it, I had to stop it for a while, and perhaps I can continue it one day. Kerbal Space Program 2, I also stopped that because the numbers were actually pretty low. I've never think I've publicly disclosed that. If I could speak properly too, that would help. But I've never publicly disclosed that one of the reasons I canceled KSP was because I was only getting about 2 or 3 views on a video series that took me over an hour or 2 to record sometimes, and I was getting very frustrated with that. And I wasn't blaming anybody for it, but I was just like, okay, if I'm not going to get a sufficient amount of viewership on something, then perhaps I should cancel this. And in a lot of those situations, when you're talking about viewership, when you're talking about, numbers as far as, how many people watch a video, how many likes you get, how many dislikes you get on a video, those numbers don't really lie too much. Those kind of metrics tend to present themselves pretty clearly. But there's other numbers that, for YouTube and Twitch and whatnot, they tend to lie, and they tend to perhaps either make you think that you're achieving more than you actually are, or perhaps that you're underachieving, and they can cause you to maybe make decisions that aren't in your best interest, or it can also cause you to make decisions that perhaps, I wouldn't say are wrong, but are not the most well informed, because you're getting bad info. You're not getting, info that's like, I guess, faulty. in a sense that, you know, you're not getting, you know, 1,000 subscribers when you only have 10. It's never anything that drastic, but you might be thinking that, okay, I'm not reaching a certain level of viewership, and maybe I should switch to something else. Or perhaps the other way around really is the best way to describe it. You're kind of getting numbers that indicate that people are more interested in something or a series or, you know, a stream than they really are. And part of that is, you know, obviously there's botting, things of that nature, where people can spoof a number of viewers on your channel, and some people actually are dumb enough to try and pay for this stuff because they think it helps them. But it really hurts you because you're getting false information, and it's actually also illegal, and Twitch can ban you for it. So don't ever do that, guys. Just don't do it. It's bad. But a lot of times we get a lot of info about, oh, analytics are very important. They're everything. You have to know what's going on with your channel and adjust accordingly. And, you know, never be behind on your analytics, because if you're behind on your analytics, then you'll always be behind everybody else. And, you know, the numbers never lie on what's big, what's interesting, and what people are actually watching. And I disagree with that. I think that, especially with things like ad block, with things like obviously I mentioned the fake accounts, or people who have multiple accounts even, and are, you know, well, maybe you're watching on one account from your phone and you're watching on a second account when you're at your PC. Or let me see, I'm trying to figure out, do I like the flat top here, or do I want to have this be more, I think I'm gonna have this be double slab and be less high. You know, you have all these inconsistencies with your data, and it makes for it to be very hard to actually get a foolproof, accurate read on things. So I'll give a couple of examples. As far as cancellations go, usually the biggest reason that I cancel a series, if I do, is because I don't think I'm getting the viewership I think I do. And while YouTube's numbers are sometimes exact, they can sometimes be a little bit delayed. I've noticed before that, let's see, count here, 1, 2, 3. I've noticed before that numbers can be delayed by a few days sometimes. You don't always get your views quite as quickly as perhaps other metrics might show up, like a like. A like shows up instantly. If somebody likes the video, you know they like the video. There's no delay on that. But YouTube likes to give you a delay on the number of views you get. And that's why, you know, when people talk about, you know, like the 301 Club and stuff of that nature, the reason they talk about that... Yep. I hate that too, Joe. But people talk about, like, you know, the 301 Club and whatnot, so it doesn't always work that you get the information you need right away, because you can have a video that hits 301 and it hits it really quickly, and you're like, oh man, this video is really popular. But anything above 301, it can kind of it'll just sit there and spin, and you may have to wait like a day or two for it to actually get a number, and maybe that number only goes up to 310. So you think you've got something that's really popular, but you might just have like a big hit to start with, and then it kind of drops off, and perhaps you get the mistaken idea that whatever it is that you did in that video is a good idea when it's really not. It was a one-hit kind of thing. So I think that's good. I think that's a good bridge. Need some more blocks though. Oh, we could use the oak wood. Yeah, we'll just use that. So that's one way that the numbers can kind of lie, but that's a smaller way. There's much bigger ways that numbers can lie on YouTube and Twitch and any streaming service, Twitter, whatever is out there that possibly involves analytics. So let's see. Guess I got here, right? And it's this slab that's got to be where it's at. Or is it a stair? It's a stair, okay. Interesting. So I guess this is slab down, slab down. Well, this is interesting. I've apparently designed this in a very weird way, and I'm trying to figure out how to make it even. But let's see here. But it does make it hard to keep track of stuff because subscriber counts are not always accurate. You might think, oh, this guy has 10,000 subscribers. He's very popular, and yes, he may be very popular. That's totally a possibility. But how many of those subscribers are active subscribers? That's the first question I always ask. And then, when you're talking about active subs versus inactive subs, you have to sit here and actually that's why, because it's like that, because this comes, the bridge isn't perfect. Okay. Do I want to change those to half slabs then? I might want to change those to half slabs. So this is just a half slab and a step down. Okay. So let's see. Half slab. So we've got steps. So half slab, step down. Okay, I see. This is half slab, step down right here. Alright, so this is fine. And this should actually be moved up a little bit. So 1, 2, 3. This needs to be 1, 2, 1, 2, 3 right here. That's where this needs to be. So oh, actually, you know what? I will do that. I'll have that be like that, and it'll be a unique look. The water will actually kind of flow around the pillar there. That'll look nice. But yeah, dead subs is a real issue for YouTube, for Twitch. And on Twitch, it's not dead subs; it's dead followers. It's people who who follow you, or who still kind of have accounts on Twitch but follow you, but they're not actually active anymore. So you're not actually getting the benefits of them actually following you by having, people engaging in chat, people, telling other people that you're streaming, or even people watching the videos that run on Twitch. So you might be able to get something where you've got partner, because you've got perhaps like 400 people. Actually, that's why partner requires you to have view counts on a consistent basis for like a 2-week period, instead of it being, simply subscriber count like it is on YouTube. And that's perhaps one of the failings of most networks, is that they base your CPM and whatnot is based off the number of subscribers you have instead of the average number of views sometimes that you have. So I think a lot of smaller networks are kind of guilty of that, and that's what makes them kind of sketchy to join, because they're mostly interested in inflating their own numbers. That's another topic to discuss, though, perhaps. But it's just really hard to actually get an accurate read on YouTube. On Twitch, it's a little bit easier because you have that live kind of interactiveness when you're dealing with people in chat. How many people. Usually, how many people are watching you at a given time. And you also have the subscriber count, which is a good way to kind of get an idea of how many people are actually subscribed to you, how much money you're getting from them. You're getting a specific cut. I think it's like 50% cut. So you're getting, like, if you have a $5 subscription, you're getting $2.50 for each of those people that subscribe to you. But on YouTube, it's just so much harder because, you have the phenomenon of dead subs. You have people who might just, disappear off the face of the earth. I think Game Theory had a video out about people not getting, why some people don't get even the videos that you do if you subscribe to them all the time. Because if you're not watching content regularly, YouTube's algorithms are like, oh, well, you're not as interested in, Nihon's content as you are perhaps in PewDiePie's content. So it's going to put Pewd stuff in front of you more, because it's thinking, okay, this is what you want. And then, that's an issue for me, because that means that I have people who are, oh, this is actually, I need to change this. It's not quite how I wanted that to be, but it's a problem for me now because, you know, if I'm not having people watch as much content and they're not getting my videos, that means they're going to end up not watching my content, period. And now I've got lower subscriber counts. I'm sitting here freaking out, even though people are still subscribed to me. I'm sitting here thinking, okay, maybe the series is not as popular as I thought it was. Maybe people don't like this. You know, I should cancel it. When in reality, people would like it. They just don't know it exists because they're trying to catch up to it. And then, you know, 2 months later, after I've canceled the series, you know, one of my old subs might finally catch up because they might have been on vacation or something, or they might have just been busy, and they catch up and they're like, "Man, why did you cancel the series? This was great. I could have watched this for days." It's just kind of a thing that it's really hard and really tough to keep an eye on those numbers because they can lie to you. They especially the YouTube ones are not in real time. And I mean Twitch too. If you have 20,000, 30,000 followers, that's kind of a big deal. That'll get you noticed. It'll get you opportunities, but at the same time, if that number of people who's watching you is only 30 or 40, you're not going to get the partnership opportunity. You're not going to get these actual incentives to make money, and that makes it really hard to actually do this full time. If you can't make money to pay rent, to buy food, to pay off bills, to buy equipment, then you can't really do this full time. You can't. I would like to do this full time. I'd love to do this full time. This is the first time I've ever said that on a video. I've had some changes in kind of my mentality toward this, and it doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to start trying to do things so that I can do this full time, but I wouldn't mind it if the situation presented itself where I could do this full time. I wouldn't mind doing it. I think I'd be quite okay with it. I think these don't attach to the backs of stairs, so I was going to use them for something, but I don't think they don't attach to the backs of stairs, so I can't use what I was going to use. So I'm going to have to use slabs or something. Crap, what am I going to use then? This kind of throws my whole plan into disarray. But if you can't track this stuff properly, if you can't get a real feel for what works and what doesn't work, then it makes it hard to decide, okay, am I going to continue a series? And I run into this problem all the time. I have had moments where I thought, okay, maybe I should cancel this series because nobody's watching it. And I pretty much said, all right, I'm going to put this out the pasture, and I come back like a couple days later, and the numbers have completely changed on me. Or, I get some people who drop their sub for one reason or another, and I think, okay, am I doing something wrong? Do I need to change up what I'm doing? Do I need to do more Minecraft content? Do I need to do more indie game content? What are people coming to my channel for? And if I can't quite get the analytics correct, or if there's a bit of fuzziness to the math, then it becomes an issue. And also on Twitch, at least, I almost said on Twitter, but on Twitch especially, I've noticed this a lot lately. I don't know if it's a Twitch bug or if it's something else, but I keep seeing the same people who I've had in my chat for a long time, who I know have in the past subscribed to follow me, are following me, and I don't know if it's unfollowing me for some reason. If I know Twitter does that sometimes. I know YouTube will do that sometimes. I kind of like that. Yeah, that looks really nice, actually. It's a start. But I don't know if people are getting unfollowed for inactivity, or if they weren't following me in the first place, or what happened, or if they accidentally unfollowed me. I don't know, and it's very confusing when you can't figure that stuff out, when you don't have the answers you're looking for, because if you don't have the answers you're looking for, you can't solve the problem. You can't solve whatever is causing the issues that are kind of maybe irritating you, I guess would be a good way to describe it. So if I do, can I do? Yeah, I'm gonna do it down here, right there. But it's a serious issue for me. It's something, even as a small time small-time YouTuber, you know, comparatively a small-time YouTuber to some people. Some people, you know, say I'm a big-timer compared to others because of people I interact with and number of views I get in my videos compared to them. But it's very confusing to have to deal with all that stuff. So put that there, and then do I have any more logs? I probably should have some more logs somewhere. But yeah, you know, it's just hard when you don't know what your engagement is. And YouTube is, to their credit, they're trying to fix some of these issues. They're going about it pretty slowly, but they're trying to fix some of these issues. You know, they're doing a better job of being able to track certain metrics by, you know, subscriber and not subscribe. Do I have a emerald, a diamond, and for the pick? Okay, but they have new metrics now where you can track. Where's my wood at? Where's the wood? Okay, but they have like new metrics. You can track subscriber. You know what your subscribers are watching versus what non-subscribers are watching. You can view kind of more of a elaborate breakdown over time. You know, it gives you more options, but it's still not the best, because one of the things I've noticed too is it's still, you know, a problem when you're looking at the time that people are watching, and you get an average time instead of getting perhaps even like the last 5 people that watch your video. You know, how much did the last 10 people who watched this video, how long did they watch it for? Are they even watching to this point? Am I going too long? Do I need something more exciting? When are they kind of hopping out? But when you get one person who maybe watches the first 30 seconds of the video, and then something comes up and he has to go and shut down his computer real quick, but he comes back later in the day and, you know, watches the whole video, so let's say that happens. You know, I've got a 20-minute video and Joe subscriber is watching it, and he does have, you know, he has to go to the store or something. He can't quite watch the whole thing, so he shuts it off on his phone. He goes on his PC later, and he decides, okay, I'm going to watch the whole video, and he actually does watch the entire video. You know, when that happens, what happens with the views is that it gets split. So the 30 seconds and the 20 minutes get combined together into 2 views. Let's say there's the only 2 views, the first 2 views I have. Let's say it's the first 2 views I have, and instead of getting an accurate number, it says, okay, someone watched it for 30 seconds and then they watched the entire thing. Instead, I have an average time of 10.5 minutes. So I'm sitting there thinking, okay, what happened in the middle of this video that's turning people off? Did I do something? Is something wrong? Do I need to change something? And that can be kind of confusing, and it's rough. It's really rough, and I always hate that about analytics, is that it's never, despite all the changes that have been made, it's never really a precise thing. You know, you can't just hammer down a number real quick and get the answers you're looking for. You have to spend forever digging and going through all kinds of crazy stuff. So maybe that's why I've never really gotten into it. But yeah, it's definitely a thing that can affect channels, because people will want to, you know, they may cancel a series they think is underperforming. They may continue a series they think is overperforming. If they get, you know, one video that gets 100,000 views, they may continue that, and then they're investing 7 or 8 hours of time into something that's only going to get, you know, 5,000 views on the second time and 3,000 after that. So it kind of becomes more of a hassle for that person, and then they have to sit around and think, okay, well, did I do something wrong in these videos? And no, the answer is the first one was just an anomaly, and we just didn't have a big enough sample size or enough information to really figure it out. So that's really the issue with YouTube, is just kind of figuring out, you know, what numbers are real, what numbers are fake, what numbers are the ones that I should listen to, which ones should I disregard. And it's not trust me, it's not easy. It's tough. You're going to spend a lot of time freaking out over retention rates and all kinds of stupid little things that you probably wouldn't even, give two cares about if you're just a viewer. It's a rough world out there, I'll tell you that much. It's a rough world, this analytics stuff, because everyone else is using them, and you have to feel like you have to kind of compete analytically and pay attention to all those numbers, and then try not to get overwhelmed by them, to have them make all the decisions for you. So it's, the numbers can lie, and it can really screw you up, and that's something I just want to try to avoid, I guess, the best I can. Hey, that's perfect. I'll take that. So how does the bridge look? It's actually not too bad. I could probably put some, let's see if I can get some supports down here real quick. So let's see if I can put some blocks down here just to act as kind of braces. It might look pretty nice. I feel like I'm hearing scary things, and I look over and I'm not. So if I could just get under one over here. No, actually that's fine. That's fine, I think. Just having those underside braces might be... Okay, maybe put some over here on top. And I'm pretty sure we're good to go. Maybe we can put some fence posts here too. I know I've got some extra ones, but I'll sort this all out. I've been rambling long enough. I know I've got some other stuff to do tonight. So that's one of those things. Just keep in mind, if you're a small-time YouTuber and you're freaking out about your numbers, don't freak out so much. Keep an eye on them. You want to make sure that you're getting good numbers, but don't spend your time freaking out, because it's certainly not worth it. Can I make the jump this time? Yep. Yeah, I got it this time. Okay, we're good. I'm gonna take a look at this from down here. Ooh, that's looking nice. It is looking nice. So quite happy with that. Yeah, I'll take that. Maybe I should switch out some of those blocks, though. I'm pretty sure I will at some point, just because there's too much cobble. Let's take a shot from down there. Probably not the best. Maybe I can pillar up a little bit and get a better vantage point. Here we go. Yeah. Ooh, that's good. That's good. There we go. So get some thumbnail shots in there. Always do that for your videos. That's another thing entirely. But thank you guys for watching. I hope I didn't bore you to death too much. Tried to not ramble a lot, but as always, guys, thank you for watching. We'll work on the bridge a little bit more off camera. Get some stuff done. We'll get the path all the way over there and see if we can get some more supports over there, so that's not hanging off so much. But as always, good luck, good mining, have fun, and I'll see you guys next time here on the old NeoCraft server.